Now, I've got 3 PowerPoints to present today. Why? Why? Now, one is on presidential citations, one on district awards, and one on RI awards. Now, it is very important for AGs and DAGs around to help me in reminding time and again the presidents the importance of completing their presidential citation responsibilities. All right. Now, based on past years, last year's data, out of the 70-something clubs, only 39 clubs have got the presidential citation. All right. And I think it's important for clubs to try to get it because actually it is well designed by RIP to help the clubs to really learn more about road trip. All right. Now, so start to quickly. I go to the part on. Sorry, I want the one on presidential citation first, and then district award, and then district awards, and then RI awards. Okay. Now, one important thing is that now everything is paperless. All right. Actually, presidents no longer have to fill forms. But they must be reminded to register themselves for my Rotary and for Rotary Club Central. All right. And so everything which they report to RC Central will be automatically compiled into reports for RI. And actually by 1st of April, the information will be immediately available from RI's website. Okay. Now, actually everything is in this book. Remind them that if they don't go to the website, they can refer to this book. Everything is there, and they must be reminded that they must, to qualify for the citation, they have 2 mandatory activities which they must fulfill. Okay. Now, quickly, why do we need citation? I've got 2 persons' views. One is a famous scientist, Lord Kelvin. Do you know who he is? He's the father of thermodynamics. If you know about absolute temperature, it's minus 273.16 degrees Celsius. All right. And the other one, I think most of you know it. Peter Drucker is the founder of water management. And both of them says if you cannot measure something, you cannot improve it or you cannot manage it. So RIP has the same concept, right? So he really wants to help presidents to assess themselves. Now, for the citation, there are 2 mandatory activities. One is that they must have set at least 15 goals in RC Central. Now, check with the presidents how many of them have not yet done this. All right. If they don't do this, then they are out. Okay. And the second thing is they must pay the semi-annual fees. I suppose everyone has paid already, right? Really? But anyway, if they still have not paid out by the 30th of October, the club may be terminated. The membership. Okay.
October. 2 weeks.
Yes, only 2 weeks. Yes.
Less than 2 weeks.
Now, and then apart from these 2 mandatory activities, there are 6 categories of activities. And in respect of each category, presidents expect to achieve a number of them out of the total number set by RIP. For example, in respect of membership, they have to achieve 3 out of 4 goals. Very simple. Now, the first one is that they have to achieve a net gain of 1 member. And they have to achieve a net gain of 1 female member. Actually, if they achieve this, they will have achieved both, right? If you get 1 new female member, they will have satisfied both. All right. Now, for big clubs, there are not many big clubs. For big clubs with 50 more, members or more, they need to have 2 net gains. Okay. And then the other thing is, don't let the 1% frighten the presidents. The red sentence there actually helps the presidents to know about what it's all about. So they only have to make sure that if they lose 1 member last year, they must not lose 2 members this year. All right. And the other one is that we want to have more member sponsors. So if they have 1 member sponsor last year, RIP said he wants to see 1 more member sponsor from the club. But they don't have to meet all the 4 requirements. They only have to meet 3 of the requirements. Okay, so so on and so forth. Actually, I can move on. You know, on the foundations again, they have specified 4 goals, and you will only have to achieve 2 of them. In the interest of time, I'm not going to go through them one by one. Now, this is important now on the online tool adoption. All right. Again, I think RIP wants really the president and the club members to go online. All right. And so that's why he has specified that as one of the requirements, at least 50% of club members should be registered in My Rotary. For some clubs, this is no problem. For some clubs, it may be a problem. You know. So do help your club members to get registered if they have not yet done so.
Will the, sorry,
Yes.
will the club president know who is being registered under My Rotary?
I suppose so, yes. The president should have no problem in accessing the information.
No, but I'm not sure the president actually, the club president, will know whether who registered in My Rotary.
I think he should be able to know that, yes.
Okay.
He should be able to know that, yes. Now, I'll move on in the interest of time. They can read them themselves. Now, for humanitarian service, they only have to achieve 3 out of 7 specified goals. And actually, it is quite simple. If you can look at these, you know, you can sponsor at least one Rotary Community Corps, and then have at least one club member attend a crime management seminar, you know. So actually, these are very lenient requirements, I would say. Now, and then move on. Now, for new generation, it's even easier for some clubs if you have already got Rotary clubs and Interact clubs, because you know you already meet 2 of the 4 specified goals. If you have got a Rotary club and an Interact club, all right. But if you haven't got one, then you have to look for one, or you go for the other 2 goals. Now, for public image, again, it's quite lenient. You only have to achieve 1 out of 2 goals. And mostly, I think, in both cases, whether you are doing it using the software approach or the hard copy approach, RI wants you to use the Rotary's visual identity guidelines. I think that is the main purpose. You can see here, you know, update club website and social media using Rotary's visual identity guidelines, or update club brochure and newsletter using Rotary's visual identity guidelines. And of course, if you have any difficulty, ask our fabulous PDGA. She's
They're all
expert,
using
right?
the new logo anyway, so they all pass that part. It's a matter of red to report that in the Rotary Club Central. Yeah,
Yes.
that is a
Now, apart from themselves, apart from meeting the presidential citation requirements themselves, presidents should be reminded that they also have the responsibility of helping their Rotary clubs and Interact clubs to get presidential citations as well. All right. So actually, again, similar to the Rotary clubs and Interact clubs also have mandatory activities they have to meet, and also they have to do certain things. All right. Again, 5 or 6 out of a number of activities, which I'm not going to go through because in the interest of time. All right. Now, but you can see it is not very difficult. You know, for Rotary clubs, it's quite simple actually. For Interact clubs, one important thing is that here, if you can read this, it says that actually we haven't got the Interact club things online yet. So presidents should try to assist the Interact clubs to meet the requirements by doing these things. And in any event, the last sentence says that the RI will contact the sponsored Rotary Club presidents with instructions on how to access the reporting module in early 2016. So be patient, all right? Later on, RI will approach the Rotary Club presidents who have got Interact clubs, who sponsor Interact clubs, okay? So I think I finished the part on presidential citations. So the key things are that go online, and that apart from yourself, they also have to, presidents also have to look after their Rotary clubs and Interact clubs, right? And then I will go on to district awards. Sorry, I may overrun, all right? But now, while we're waiting for that, my plan is that I will do the same presentation in the JPM next week, okay? And after that, I will issue I will issue emails. One on citations, which will have all the files attached and also the web link given to them with copy to the ATs. So I hope the ATs will then help to persuade our presidents to really look into the matter and meet the requirements. Then, maybe a few days later, I will issue a second email. This time, we'll attach the information on district awards. And then again, with all the attachments and web links, again, we hope ATs and DATs will assist in reminding the presidents to look into this, and so on. Okay? Now, and then our awards. Now, these are beautiful certificates, right?
Yes.
And of course, our fabulous DG Peter wants his presidents to get as many awards as possible, right? Why? Because it reflects the leadership of our presidents. It helps them to understand focus of Rotary better, and it makes them happy, makes their family, makes their club, and makes themselves happy, right? Now, very simple. Again, everything is here. If you refer to page 24 to 26 in this pocket planner, I'm not sure how many of you are aware of that. Page 24 to 26 of the pocket planner, all the items of awards are listed there. All right. So I'm not going to go through it here, but I would just like to mention the marking system. For 26 items, the marks go from 2 to 8. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. There are 4 categories. All right. And then for the other 31 items, the marks go from 1 to 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they will get the scores after making their submissions, and after the submissions are checked by our committees. And then here it says the gold, silver, bronze, merit. Then we'll add up all the marks. Okay. Now, for outstanding presidents, we only need them to have 36 score points, which should not be difficult, right? Because there are 57 items, right? You have to get 36 score points. Now, but if you want to be an outstanding president with distinction, you need 48 score points. A little bit more difficult. Now, the president of the year, as you know, will be the president who gets the highest score points, and his club will automatically become the club of the year. All right. So that's really as simple as that. Now, and of course, you can see the fabulous PDG Eugene giving the award to Dora. Dora's out here today, EDS Dora. All right. Of course, you can also see at the time, you know, PDG, the DG Peter, you know, at the time I think you are DGE already, yes. Right? That was in July 2014. And then, latterly, another DDS, you know, receiving the award earlier this year, okay, from IPDG Belinda. So they're happy, right? They're happy.
Smile.
Yes. Now, so some simple tips. How are you going to get the award, the high score points? Very simple. You know, all these things are things which you must do as presidents. You know, do your services with focus on 6 areas of Rotary focus. You, of course, you have to pay attention to membership development and retention. Just now we heard PDG Jason talking about Rotary Foundation giving, you know, and then you have the online tool adoption. Of course, you always do humanitarian service, and you have your new generation activities or developments, and you will look after public image, and you have the Rotary Day, etc. Just behave as what a normal president has to behave, and you will get the scores actually. But you have to submit the submissions. If you don't fill out the forms, if you don't make submissions, you can never get the score points, right? Now, and another important thing is that very often one project can fit several items, right? Right? Now, previously this was not specified. This year our committee says that, now, to be fair, to let everyone know the rule of the game, each submission by club presidents should enroll for a lot more than 2 listed award items. All right? Okay? Don't make it. Don't submit it for 6 items. You know, it makes the committee work much harder. And after all, it is not possible for one service or one activity to fit so many items. to compete for so many items, right? So remember, only two, you can only enroll one submission for a lot more than 2 items. Now, how to submit? Very simple. You have to do some writing, some write-ups. And very often, our experience is that some clubs have done a lot of good work, but they haven't done the write-up.
Good report.
Okay, good reporting is important, all right? So you need, and one important is that you do it immediately. After a project is completed, complete it immediately, okay? You can keep the report and then submit it later, but don't say put it onto the shelf and wait for until the end, say when it's the 30th of March, and then you start compiling your report. That really makes it a difficult job for you, all right? So these are simple things. I'm sure you are able to do it. Now, so emails will be circulated to all club presidents by our committee through RIC, and the file attached to the emails will contain guidelines and templates for presidents to compile their submissions for district awards. Okay, and the deadline is important, just like deadline for the nominating committee, right? Just mentioned by Village Anthony. Don't submit it too late, otherwise you will be disqualified, no matter how good your report is, right? So. For certain items, actually, you don't have to do it. For membership growth and foundation contributions, actually, they are automatically recorded by RI, and we will refer to those information. All right. And now, so much for the district awards, which will generate President of the Year and the Club of the Year. Now, there are other district awards which the committee would like to offer, and which DG Peter would like members to give thoughts to and to get those awards. One is, for example, Rotary Club of the Year, focusing on membership growth. So if your club has great membership growth, then you may be simply will be awarded by DG a certificate saying this is the Rotary Club of the Year in terms of membership growth.
Percentage or number?
Both. Right. You have to achieve both.
No, I don't understand. Is it a award for many clubs or only for one club?
One club, of course.
So how you have to set the
Yes.
criteria, whether you are calculating the...
We will let you know when you see our emails, okay?
Yeah.
All right? Just now we have got so many things, I haven't put things in, right? Now, and then, and another one is the Rotarian Spouse of the Year. Now, there is another RI Awards for Rotarian Spouse. But that is that only allows one Rotarian from each district, or actually even less, in about 100 Rotarian spouse in the whole world, right? Which is very difficult. But now we are thinking of Rotarian Spouse of the Year nominated by clubs, right?
Every club has one award.
No. We will limit the number to a few, which will the award will be given by our DG, all right? So it is a district thing, not the RI thing. All right? The RI thing is very difficult, you know. In the world, you have 500 districts, and they only allow for 100 Rotarian spouse or partner to get the award. It's so difficult. But I think there are many good spouses and partners of Rotarians in our districts, which should be given recognition for their good work done. All right?
How to measure?
Now, there are other district awards.
One spouse only.
Now, I have another PowerPoint on RI awards. These 3 awards are also RI awards, but they are given by our DG, and DG has the sole discretion in giving these awards. So I think these are easier awards. The other RI awards, you only allow 1 person from each district at most. But for this one, for Cup Builder Awards, you have 10 Rotarians each year for each district. And for the Rotary Foundation District Service Award, up to 20 Rotarians per district each year. And for Rotary Award for Excellency in Service to Humanity, we can have one Rotarian each year, right? Now, so I will just, again, there will be emails circulating the relevant files to you, all right? And now let us just look at the Cup Builder Award. How many of you have heard about this? You've heard about this? Have your club ever got that, your members nominated for this award? No. So,
Yeah,
very few in this room
we
has
need
heard about
5
this.
members.
So let us go through this quickly, okay? Now, you see that the nominee must be an active Rotarian in good standing with at least 5 years of membership, all right? And now, sorry, current presidents and current incoming or immediate PDGs are not eligible, all right? So,
Immediate past, so PDGs are eligible, right?
yes, that's the point. Yes. Now, candidates must have done the following. First, recruit at least 5 members who are still active Rotarians at the time of nomination.
Still active.
All right? If you have nominated 20, but all of them have gone, then you're not qualified. All right? Sorry. Now, and second, they have participated in Rotary training in the club, which is easy, I think. And then they have participated in at least one meaningful club level vocational service project, which is again not very difficult. And the fourth one is he or she should have attended at least 2 district meetings in the 3 years immediately preceding nomination, which is not difficult, right? Now, how are these awardees selected? Look at this, it is quite serious, okay? So they must be recommended by 3 past presidents of their own club. Now suppose a person has changed club, then it also has a way out. Say they have to belong to their current club for less than 3 years, they can refer to a past club, all right? And DG should form a selection committee of 3 PDGs to examine the nominations, okay? But the requirements are not really very strict. So I would encourage you to talk to your presidents, and persuade them to think about it, all right? To make nominations. Let your members be happy, all right? Because many of them have done a lot of good work, they should be recognized, all right? Okay. Now, then I will move on to RI awards. RI awards, sorry. It's long, huh? It's long. But I want to make sure now. Sorry. I really need your help, okay? Because I think you will be equally interested yourself, right? Maybe you have not come across these awards. Now, we have got everything online. So actually, every award has got a link. You can easily click on it and see everything, all right? Now, I am funded by RI to clubs, individual Rotarians and non-Rotarians as well. And these are all listed here. Now, the first one is RI Vocational Service Leadership Award. This is for individual Rotarians. The second one is Rotarian Spouse Partner Service Award. Now, I've mentioned this, they only allow at most 1 spouse or partner for a district. Sorry. Okay. Now, and more importantly, actually it mentioned somewhere in the form that in the whole world, only 100 each year. So it's very difficult, actually. And then the RI Significant Achievement Award, this one I will go into more deeply with you. The other one is Rotary Foundation Citation for Meritorious Service, and then Rotary Foundation Distinguished Service Award, and then the Avenues of Service Citation Award. Now, I would think the third one and the last one will be more accessible, more easily obtained, or was it understood by presidents, all right? Now, for the first one, Vocational Service Award is also not that difficult, but the deadline is close. I think last time, CDS Thomas has mentioned this, all right? But actually, when I circulate the emails and do look at the web link, the link I provide, you can easily, now everything's online, you can easily go into those things and then you will understand a lot more about the RI awards available, okay? So please. Of the 6 awards I presented in the previous slide, all of them have to be, the nominations have to be made by DGs to RI, except the last one, the Avenues of Service Citation. That one is to be made by club presidents, directly to RI with copy to DG. That is very interesting, all right, we'll come to that later. Now I would like to go to the Significant Achievement Award as an example, okay? Now, this is the award to be given to a club, Now, each DG can nominate only 1 eligible club from his or her district. And the nominations must be received before the deadline, 15th of March. Now, the award recognizes club projects that have achieved the following. First, address a significant problem or need in the community, not international service, must be in the local community. This is very important. Second one, it must involve most or all of the members of the club. Third, it must be commensurate with the size of the club and its available resources. If a small club, say I have a project which which requires $2 million, right? Use $2 million US dollars. Now it would sound a little bit strange, you know. And then the fourth one is to enhance the image of Rotary in the community, and it should be able to be emulated by other Rotary clubs. Again, I will issue emails to club presidents, copy to AGs and DAGs. So please do remind them of all these things. Now, before I finish, I would like to go to one of the forms. The form on, what's it, the avenue of service. Yes, that's important. Because it is something which is an RI award, but the nomination authority rests with club presidents. Club presidents can nominate members of their club directly by sending their submission directly to RI with copy to DG Peter. You know, so because the whole purpose of the award is to let more Rotarians in the world to be recognized. You know, and because of course, if it is given on a district basis, it is of a higher standing. But then clubs also may find many of their members should be duly recognized. So they encourage club presidents to do this. So you may like to think about that. You may like to persuade the presidents to really give hard thoughts to this. All right. Now, fulfill requirements in terms of 5 avenues of service. And assuming that he or she can only do it one service each year. So that means at least 5 years he or she have been working, you know, in the club continuously and dedicatedly to different avenues of service. All right. So actually, all these information are easily found on the website now. You only have to know the link, you know, which I will send around, and then you please ask your presidents to refer to the information there and make their nominations. And it will make everybody feel much happier, feel much more successful than before. All right? That's the whole purpose. Right?
I think Stephen, you need to mention this award. One very particular point is that once you receive it once, you cannot reply again, and that's actually a list of awardee. So you can go through the list to find out who already been, you know, achieved that, recognized before in your club. So don't just go blind and say, oh, I think what's the name is wonderful. He or she might have done it before.
Yes.
This always is a lot of people miss it. I'm sorry.
I can help you by telling you a list of last year, all right? But for the
No. There's actually a list on the website that lists out every single year since the beginning.
Yes.
So you don't, you know, they can go in and take it.
Indeed.
I just want to say it because every year people miss it. Even,
yes.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, indeed, yes. That was a deadline, the 30th of June, but plenty of time, all right? So, any questions? Sorry for taking you so much time, but I hope you really appreciate that this is important for the presidents. Because after doing all the good work, they should be given due recognitions, right? And don't let them miss them.
This is the list, okay? So if you look under 3450, you already know who already got it.
It's very efficient because you have the web, you have the Wi-Fi here, so you can immediately.
你攞3450。Yeah, done, miss 咗啦。So all the club, you can go into your own club and look at who already got it in your own club.
Yes.
And
you can see that, you know, very often they are concentrated in some clubs. But actually we want them to spread all of it to many clubs. It's simply because many clubs are not aware of this. Okay? So our responsibility, the committee and you, district officers, are to alert presidents and club members and Rotarians to the availability of these awards. Okay?
But just don't repeat it, that's all, you know, sometimes you think of the things, oh, HW is so wonderful, so you keep thinking of, you know, applying for the system.
Indeed.
Oh,
So,
everything was somewhere.
any questions?